Greetings. It's Queen Yenn, and it is full moon time already. It's unbelievable. We are in full moon season. I'm in our full moon phase for this month, rather, for the month of June. And this is the last full moon, last super full moon of this year. And so that is significant because the super full moon is quite powerful, highly energetic, which means that we are at an advantage because we can use that energy to support us and our needs. And so I definitely say, if you can, please do take some time to take advantage of this energy. And I am here just to give a little guidance on what this energy, the energy of the full moon, is really all about. You know, what is it calling for us to do, and how we can best use that energy. So one of the first things that I want to discuss as far as what's happening with the cosmic body is some things going on with the planets, some aspects happening, retrogrades happening, that really has this energy of control versus freedom. Okay, we're feeling really like, I just want to be me. I just want to thrive. I just want to strive. I just want to do what I need to do in order to accomplish what I desire. But there's also this energy of control. You have the government trying to control things. You have everything going on with COVID and the pandemic. And it's like, what are the rules? What are the policies? All of those different type of things. But even internally, right now, your inner guidance system and your intuition, or that God that lives within you, that voice that is always nudging you to go higher, dig deeper, go bigger, to be better. It is really trying to really get your attention and really trying to take control of all of the situations in your life. And so you could be feeling like, these nudgings that used to be kind of faint and you could ignore, you can't really ignore them right now. It's right out there in your face. Anything that you should have been working on, should have been paying attention to when it comes to your own self-development, it is really right in your face right now. There's no hiding right now. Okay, so there is no hiding. So this is a great time for you to really, really, truly focus on self-development and going internally, paying attention to those nudgings, and doing what you need to do that self-development work. Get the support you need to get, conjure up the discipline, conjure up the self-control, make a plan, in order to really improve in that manner. Because with a lot that's happening cosmically up until really October and into the next couple of years, it's all about everyone pretty much elevating to the next level. And if you don't, then everything that you experience is going to be enhanced, including if you're experiencing things that you truly don't want to experience, but it's because you did not pay attention to that self-work that needs to be done, or you did not pay attention to that refinement that needs to happen, that you're going to be experiencing some, it could be chaos. It could be turmoil. So you want to really pay attention and pay attention to those nudgings and move forward with that self-development. Another thing that we can really take advantage of by paying attention to during this time is the energy of refinement. I just talked about, making sure you pay attention to that nudging and do the self-work, which is pretty much refinement. But let us think about it in a very clear way. Refinement is you paying attention to who you are, right? Not who you could be, who you wish you could be, but this is who you are. If you have the notion that, man, I could really do better in this, and I feel like I could really be more healthy, more wealthy, I could really be more in tune with spirit. You have to pay attention to that. Know who you really are. You are that. It may be some barriers in your way. It may be some misconceptions. It may be some perceptions that you're dealing with right now that's getting in your way. But that is really you, so pay attention to that for sure. Pay attention to that. I would tell you now that this is a great time for you to keep your what I call your spiritual pantry stocked. All right. Have your tools. because this is a time of resilience, because this is some powerful energy we're working with in association with the summer solstice we just came off of, with this full moon, as well as some retrogrades that we're going to continue to deal with, including Jupiter, all the way up into October. Have your spiritual pantry together. Now, some of the things that I suggest you have in your spiritual pantry is, and I'm calling it a spiritual pantry, but just your stash, right? Have your go-to inspirational texts, your go-to inspirational playlist, your go-to encouraging playlist. You know, I call it, I have one called High Vibes on my playlist. Have that ready. Also, if you're one that indulge, have your sages, your sage, your smudge bundles, your incense. Have all of that ready, you know, candles, gemstones. If you don't have a set of gemstone as of now, get you a set of a chakra set, you know, build you one. Of course, you can purchase one in person at Shamba from Oyun Marketplace, or at the link in my bio where you can purchase it online. But either way it go, find the time to put you a set together or purchase a chakra set so you can have your tools, you know. Get your herb pantry together so you can have the herbs that you need for wellness. Not only your physical wellness, but also your spiritual and emotional wellness. Some herbs we should indulge in, you know. Lavender is very popular. People know about that. But let's keep some sage essential oil on us, some frankincense essential oil on us, some frankincense resin, you know, or even lavender herb, so that you can use in your spiritual bath, so that you can use in your teas and different things like that. So get your spiritual pantry up, you know, so that you can stay resilient. So as you refine, stay resilient. And we were looking at on the moon call last night with the moon meditation members. We looked at the word resilient, and a part of that that definition is the ability to quickly bounce back, the ability to quickly, you know, get back to the middle, get back to to your balance, get back to your balance. And so it's really a time for you to really focus on your resilience. How do I stay resilient? And the one thing that you definitely want to pay attention to if you want to build your resilience is, what are you grounded in? You know, what do you have your faith in? Do you have your faith in the Almighty? Do you have your faith in the Creator? Do you have your faith in that higher power, whatever you call it? Or do you have your faith in what you see? Do you have your faith in this earthly realm, you know, your sense consciousness? Raise your faith up to God level faith, you know, raise it up to a higher level of faith and stay rooted and grounded in that faith. And I would even venture to go off and say, in that knowing that everything is always working out on your behalf and everything is in divine order, all is well. You know, that's the way you can build your resilience, is make sure you're rooted in something that's worthy of being resilient, you know, that's worthy of being rooted in and grounded in, that's worthy of being your foundation, so that resilience is not a struggle for you. You can easily bounce back. You can catch when your ego is trying to take over the situation, and you can start to activate your affirmations and your prayers and your meditations and speaking what you desire from that situation or whatever it may be, speaking it into existence with confidence, what we would call Godfidence. You know, you ain't cunning yourself. You know, you speaking from your truth, what you are founded in. And so resilience is definitely necessary. I would definitely tell you, if you are not if you haven't mastered the art of meditation, or I wouldn't even say master, I don't want to intimidate anyone. If you haven't learned, if you're still stuck in that space, well, I don't know how to meditate, I can't meditate, my mind is too busy or whatever, let's get that together. You know, learn how to meditate, learn how to pray, learn what prayer really is, learn how to pray. I do have a video on prayer meditation on my YouTube channel. If you haven't gone to my YouTube channel, I do suggest you go there. Some beautiful things there, and subscribe while you're there so you can know when I upload. But there's a video where I was talking about grief, because there was a lot of grieving happening because of 2020 and everything that it came with. But a part of that grieving is prayer meditation. You know, prayer, if I can put it in short, prayer is when you proclaim. Meditation is when you remember. You know, we sit and remembrance, and then we pray. You know, we pray, we proclaim when we pray. It is not humbly supplicating, it is proclaiming. I am speaking the truth of what it is, and it is done, period. You know, that's it. And when we meditate, we should in some way, shape or form go into remembrance of the reality of God, the remembrance of the reality of our Creator, the remembrance of the reality that is life force energy. And this life force energy created the world, it's sustaining the world, and it resides within you. You always have access to it as long as you are breathing. And even when that vessel stops breathing, it becomes one with that life force energy and still remains. Energy does not stop. So this full moon, really, if I could say anything with this super full moon, is take some time to yourself. Get into some spaces where you can experience quietness and stillness, where you can listen, where you can pay attention to those nudgings, where you can pay attention to that intuition and your inner guidance system. As you do that, maybe get a journal and make this your refinement journal. Write down what those things are that you feel in your spirit, that spirit is leading you to really improve in and advance in. If you need some support with that, get it. If you need to understand, how do I release this anger? How do I release this fear? How do I get to trust my inner guidance system and my intuition? Get some support in that. Do consider Oyun Ministries membership. Well, this is what we talk about. Every Wednesday we check in and we're talking about things like that. How do we release fear, anger? How do we reconcile with our emotions? What is the reality of God? How does that reign true in our lives? How do we continue to stand in our faith? What is energy? How do we clear? Those are the type of topics that we talk about. Consider Oyun Ministries membership. You can find more information at oyunministries.com under the memberships tab. But either way, really do that work. Sign on for that work, because you're going to see a big benefit. Keep the big picture in mind. Okay? Keep the big picture in mind as you go on your journey, because sometimes the everyday journey or the little pieces of the journey can distract you. But please understand that the big picture is, I am becoming one with the Creator. I'm coming back to the oneness. I am constantly remembering that I am one with that. And so I can continue this journey with a light heart, an easy spirit, so that I'm easily able to be a vessel, to be able to be the reflection that I'm meant to be, the reflection of God that I'm meant to be. Everybody has their own way of being a reflection of God, but we can't do that if our vessel is not prepared for that, if our mind, our heart, our spirit, is not prepared for that. So during this full moon, find some times of stillness, go into meditation, get you a refinement journal, do the refinement work, get in tune with your affirmations, ramp up your prayer life, maybe get in tune with what is prayer, what are affirmations, how do I really make that a part of my life, build you a good, strong morning routine and nighttime routine. Both times are the times where you are very vulnerable energetically, where you're very open, where you're very primed energetically. So get you a really good morning routine, a really good evening routine, and consider putting yourself on a self-imposed refinement challenge. I am going to do one myself with a dear sister of mine. We're going to do one where we're allowing spirit to lead us on how that would go, and we're preparing ourselves to do it. So when it's time, it's time. But I do suggest you do that so that you can experience the very best of this world while we are here, and that you can be the greatest reflection that you can be, and you can experience bliss. Time is out for us experiencing, oppression, depression, all of the fear, the anxiety. Let's release that. We need not fear. We need not fear. We are one with the Creator, Source, God. We are one with that. So let us act like it. Let's put down that tendency to just be humble humans. No, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Let us experience that in the greatest way. Of course, I do have my meditation that will be hosted tomorrow evening, June 24th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. More information is at the link in bio on my Instagram page, right here on Instagram, at Queen_Yenn, Queen_YENN. You can find that link at the link in bio or on queenyenn.eventbrite.com. 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 I give thanks for you all tuning in. This will be on the IGTV as a replay, as well as my YouTube as a replay. Again, if you have not checked out that YouTube page, I will suggest that you do so, okay? That is Queen Yenn on YouTube. You can just put it in your browser, and all of the ways that you can keep in touch is there. And then make sure you subscribe so you can stay in tune. All right, peace and love, y'all. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. Full joy, and take full advantage. All right, peace.